Mamdouh Mohammed Hassan Elssbiay, widely known as Big Ramy, is one of the most famous professional bodybuilders in the world. He gained international recognition for his incredible muscle size, strength, and stage presence. Big Ramy became a global icon in bodybuilding after winning the Mr. Olympia title in 2020 and 2021, the most prestigious competition in professional bodybuilding, although many people know him for his massive physique and success on the bodybuilding stage. His journey began in a small village in Egypt. His early life was very different from the world of professional bodybuilding. Before he became a champion, Ramy lived a simple life, worked hard to support his family, and never imagined that he would one day become one of the greatest bodybuilders in history. Understanding Big Ramy's birth, childhood, and early life helps explain how his determination and discipline helped him rise from humble beginnings to worldwide fame. Birth and family background. Ramy was born on September 16, 1984, in Boltum, a small town in the Kafr el-Sheikh Governorate of Egypt. Boltum is a coastal town located near the Mediterranean Sea. It is known primarily for fishing and agriculture, and many families in the area depend on fishing as their main source of income. Ramy was born into a working-class family that valued hard work, discipline, and strong family bonds. Life in Boltum was simple and traditional. Most families lived modestly, and people worked long hours to support their households. Growing up in this environment taught Ramy important values such as humility, hard work, respect for family, patience, and persistence. These values would later play a major role in his success as a professional athlete. Childhood in Boltum. During his childhood, Ramy lived a life similar to many other children in his town. Boltum was not a place known for sports facilities or modern gyms. Instead, it was a quiet community where most young people focused on school, family responsibilities, and helping with local work. As a child, Ramy was known for his large natural build. Even at a young age, he appeared bigger and stronger than many of his peers. However, at that time, he had no connection to bodybuilding or weight training. Most of his childhood activities involved normal daily life, such as playing with friends outdoors, helping family members with work, attending school, participating in community activity. Sports were not a major part of his life during his early years. Unlike many professional athletes who begin training at a young age, Ramy's journey into bodybuilding started much later. Education and school years. Big Ramy attended school in his hometown, where he completed his basic education. Like many young students in small towns, his primary focus was academic studies and preparing for adulthood. In Egypt, education is considered an important path to stability and success. Families often encourage their children to focus on studies so they can find good jobs and support their families in the future. Ramy was not known as a competitive athlete during his school years. Instead, he lived a relatively normal student life. However, one thing that stood out about him was his naturally large physique. Even without intense training, he had a strong and broad body structure. Friends and people in his community often noticed his physical strength. Despite this natural size, Ramy had not yet discovered bodybuilding. At that time, he had no idea that his body had the potential to become one of the most impressive physiques in professional sports. Early work life. After finishing school, Big Ramy did not immediately pursue higher education or sports. Instead, he began working to support himself and his family. Like many people in Boltum, Ramy worked in the fishing industry. Fishing was a common occupation in his hometown, and it provided an important source of income for many families. Working as a fisherman was physically demanding. The job required long hours, strength, endurance, and the ability to handle difficult working conditions. Ramy spent many hours at sea, helping with fishing operations and performing heavy physical tasks. Although this work was not related to bodybuilding, it helped him develop strong physical endurance, discipline, resilience. The ability to handle physically demanding work. These qualities later helped him succeed in bodybuilding training. Discovering fitness. For many years, Ramy lived a normal life, working as a fisherman. Bodybuilding was not yet part of his life. However, everything began to change when he decided to move to Kuwait in search of better job opportunities. Like many young people from smaller towns, Ramy wanted to improve his financial situation and support his family. Kuwait offered better economic opportunities and jobs. When he arrived in Kuwait, Ramy found work in the fishing industry again. However, Kuwait also had something that Boltum did not: modern gyms, and a strong bodybuilding culture. It was in Kuwait that Ramy first became interested in weight training. First exposure to bodybuilding while living in Kuwait. Ramy discovered a famous gym called Oxygen Gym. This gym was known for producing elite bodybuilding athletes and had strong connections to the professional bodybuilding world. When Ramy first started training there, people quickly noticed his incredible natural size and muscle potential. Even though he was new to bodybuilding, his body responded quickly to weight training. Within a short period of time, he began building significant muscle mass. Trainers and experienced bodybuilders at the gym realized that Ramy had extraordinary genetic potential. One of the most important figures who recognized his talent was Mamdouh Elssbiay, the owner of Oxygen Gym. Elssbiay encouraged Ramy to take bodybuilding seriously and begin preparing for competitions. This moment marked the beginning of Ramy's transformation from a fisherman into a future bodybuilding champion. Early training and rapid progression. Ramy began serious training. His progress was extremely fast. Many bodybuilders spend years developing their physiques before competing, but Ramy's natural size allowed him to progress quickly. His training included heavy weightlifting, strict nutrition plans, intense workout routines, professional coaching. Within only a few years of training, Ramy had built a physique that was already competitive with experienced bodybuilders. His muscles grew rapidly, and he became known for his massive size, particularly in his shoulders, back, legs, chest. Soon, he began preparing for his first bodybuilding competitions, the beginning of a legendary career. Ramy's early life did not begin with dreams of bodybuilding fame. Instead, it was shaped by simple living, hard work, and dedication to family. However, once he discovered bodybuilding, his natural genetics and determination allowed him to rise quickly in the sport. The journey from a small fishing town in Egypt to international bodybuilding competitions was just beginning. In the next part of his story, Ramy's life would change dramatically as he entered bodybuilding competitions and began building the career that would eventually lead him to the Mr. Olympia stage. Before becoming a bodybuilding champion, Big Ramy lived a very simple life. He was born in Bolton, Egypt, a small coastal town where fishing was the primary occupation. Like many people in his hometown, Ramy worked as a fisherman. His job required long hours of physical labor, often working under the sun and handling heavy equipment. Although the work helped him develop physical strength, it had nothing to do with bodybuilding. At that time, Ramy had never trained seriously in a gym and had no idea that he would one day become a professional athlete. However, his naturally large body structure made him stand out. People often noticed that he was stronger and bigger than many others around him. Moving to Kuwait. A major turning point in Ramy's life happened when he decided to move to Kuwait for work. Like many young men from smaller towns, he wanted to find better opportunities to support himself and his family. Kuwait offered better economic prospects compared to his hometown. When he arrived in Kuwait, Ramy continued working in the fishing industry. However, Kuwait had something that Bolton did not: modern fitness facilities and a strong bodybuilding culture. It was here that Ramy first encountered the world of professional gyms and bodybuilding training, who motivated Big Ramy to join the gym. One of the most important influences in Ramy's bodybuilding journey was Mamdouh Elssbiay, the owner of Oxygen Gym in Kuwait. Oxygen Gym was famous for producing elite bodybuilding athletes and had strong connections with professional bodybuilding organizations. When Ramy first started training at the gym, Mamdouh Elssbiay quickly noticed his incredible size and muscle potential. Even though Ramy had little experience in bodybuilding, his natural genetics were extraordinary. His broad shoulders, large frame, and strong muscles made him stand out immediately. Elssbiay encouraged him to train seriously and consider competing in bodybuilding competitions. This encouragement played a crucial role in Ramy's life. Without someone recognizing his potential and motivating him to pursue bodybuilding, his talent might never have been discovered. Early gym struggles. Big Ramy had impressive natural size. His early days in the gym were not easy. Bodybuilding requires much more than just strength. It involves proper training techniques, strict diet plans, intense workout routines, discipline, and consistency. When Ramy first began training, he had to learn all these aspects from scratch. Learning proper training at the beginning, Ramy was unfamiliar with professional bodybuilding exercises. Trainers at Oxygen Gym helped him understand the basics of weightlifting. He learned how to perform exercises such as squats, bench presses, deadlifts, shoulder presses, back training, movement shees. Exercises helped him develop overall muscle mass, adapting to intense workouts. Professional bodybuilding workouts are extremely demanding. Ramy often spent several hours per day in the gym, focusing on different muscle groups. The training included heavy lifting, high-volume workouts, intense cardio sessions, physical exhaustion from these workouts was one of the biggest challenges. During his early training, nutrition, a major struggle for Big Ramy was adjusting to a strict bodybuilding diet. Bodybuilders must follow carefully planned nutrition programs that include high protein intake, controlled carbohydrates, healthy fats, frequent meals throughout the day. For someone coming from a completely different lifestyle, adapting to this kind of diet was difficult. Ramy had to learn how to measure food portions, eat multiple meals per day, avoid unhealthy foods, maintain consistent nutrition. This strict diet was essential for building muscle and reducing body fat. Mental challenges for bodybuilding is not only physically demanding, but also mentally challenging. Many people start going to the gym with enthusiasm but lose motivation after a short time. Ramy faced moments of fatigue and doubt during his early training days. However, his strong work ethic helped him stay committed. Growing up in a hard-working environment taught him that success requires patience and persistence. This mindset allowed him to continue training even when the workouts were extremely difficult. Support from family and personal life. While Big Ramy's professional career is widely known, his family life and marriage have also played an important role in his success. Ramy values family deeply and often emphasizes the importance of family support in achieving his goals. His marriage provided emotional stability and motivation during his demanding career. Professional bodybuilding requires long training sessions, strict diets, and frequent travel for competitions. Having a supportive partner helps athletes manage these challenges. Ramy has often mentioned that his family gives him the strength and motivation to continue improving. Rapid physical transformation. After months of consistent training, Ramy's body began to change dramatically. His muscles grew rapidly and his size increased significantly. Trainers and fellow athletes at Oxygen Gym were amazed by his progress. Within a relatively short time, he developed one of the most impressive physiques in amateur bodybuilding. His large muscle mass, especially in his shoulders, chest, back, legs, made him stand out among other athletes. Soon, his coaches believed he was ready to compete in bodybuilding competitions. Entering bodybuilding competitions. Since Ramy's physique reached a competitive level, he began preparing for amateur bodybuilding competitions. These competitions allowed him to showcase his physique and gain experience on stage. Winning early competitions boosted his confidence and motivated him to pursue bodybuilding professionally. Each competition required months of preparation, including intense training, strict dieting, posing practice, mental focus. Ramy embraced these challenges and continued improving his physique. Conclusion. Ramy's journey into bodybuilding began with a simple decision to join a gym in Kuwait. What started as a new experience quickly turned into a life-changing career. Encouragement from bodybuilding, his natural genetics, and his strong work ethic helped him overcome the early struggles of gym training. Despite the challenges of intense workouts, strict diets, and mental pressure, Ramy remained committed to his goal of becoming a champion. His story shows that success in bodybuilding requires more than physical strength. It requires determination, discipline, and support from family and mentors. Big Ramy's bodybuilding journey began after he moved from Egypt to Kuwait. In Kuwait, he discovered Oxygen Gym, one of the most famous bodybuilding gyms in the region. At Oxygen Gym, Ramy met bodybuilder, a trainer and gym owner who quickly recognized Ramy's incredible potential. Bodybuilder encouraged him to take bodybuilding seriously and begin preparing for competitions. Even though Ramy had little experience with professional bodybuilding at that time, his natural genetics were extraordinary. His body responded very quickly to training, and he gained muscle mass at an impressive rate. However, the bodybuilding world is highly competitive. To succeed, Ramy would have to compete against experienced athletes who had been training for many years. Early amateur rivalries when Ramy began competing in amateur bodybuilding competitions. He quickly discovered that talent alone was not enough. Amateur competitions included many strong athletes with impressive physiques. These competitors became Ramy's first rivals. At the beginning of his career, Ramy faced several challenges: learning stage posing, improving muscle definition, reducing body fat for competitions, developing balanced muscle proportion. Though he had huge muscle size, bodybuilding judges also evaluate symmetry, conditioning, and presentation. Competing against experienced bodybuilders helped Ramy understand the importance of these elements. These early rivalries pushed him to train harder and refine his physique, winning the amateur Olympia. Of the biggest turning points in Big Ramy's career came in 2012, when he competed in the amateur Olympia Kuwait. This competition included many talented bodybuilders from different countries. Winning the amateur Olympia is a major achievement because it can earn an athlete a professional IFBB card, allowing them to compete at the highest level of bodybuilding. During the competition, Ramy's enormous size immediately attracted attention from judges and fans. His massive shoulders, thick back, and powerful legs made him stand out on stage, despite strong competition. Big Ramy won the contest and earned his IFBB Pro card. This victory was extremely important because it allowed him to compete against the best bodybuilders in the world, entering the professional bodybuilding world. After earning his pro card, Ramy entered the IFBB Pro League, the highest level of professional bodybuilding competitions. At this level, the competition is far more intense. Athletes competing in the IFBB Pro League are among the most muscular and well-trained bodybuilders in the world. Many of Ramy's rivals at this stage had already spent years competing professionally. Some of the biggest names in bodybuilding during this time included Phil Heath, Kai Greene, Dennis Wolf, Sean Roden, Dexter Jackson. These athletes were highly experienced and had already built strong reputations in the sport. For Ramy, competing against them was both a challenge and a learning experience. The New York Pro victory. Big Ramy's first major professional competition was the 2013 New York Pro. The New York Pro is considered one of the most prestigious bodybuilding competitions outside of the Mr. Olympia contest. Many fans and experts were curious to see how the new Egyptian bodybuilder would perform against experienced professionals. When Ramy stepped onto the stage, his massive size shocked the audience. His muscle mass was significantly larger than many competitors, despite being new to the professional level. Ramy won the 2013 New York Pro. This victory immediately made him one of the most talked about bodybuilders in the world. Winning such a prestigious competition so early in his professional career was a remarkable achievement. Rivalry with Kai Greene. Big Ramy continued competing. One of his most notable rivalries developed with Kai Greene. Kai Greene was already one of the top bodybuilders in the world and had placed second at the Mr. Olympia competition multiple times. Greene was known for his artistic posing routines, balanced physique, incredible conditioning. In contrast, Big Ramy was famous for his extreme muscle size. This difference in style created an interesting rivalry between the two athletes. Fans often debated which physique was better: Kai Greene's balanced and aesthetic look. Big Ramy's massive muscle size. This rivalry became especially noticeable during competitions where both athletes appeared on stage. Rivalry with Phil Heath. The major rivalry in Big Ramy's career involved Phil Heath, the dominant Mr. Olympia champion during the 2010s. Phil Heath won the Mr. Olympia title 7 consecutive times from 2011 to 2017. Heath's physique was known for its round muscle belly's perfect symmetry, detailed conditioning. Many bodybuilding fans believed that Big Ramy's enormous size could eventually challenge Heath's dominance. Whenever Ramy competed in the Mr. Olympia, fans closely watched his performance to see whether he could defeat the reigning champion. Although Heath remained dominant for several years, Ramy continued improving his physique each season. This rivalry motivated Ramy to train harder and refine his conditioning, learning from defeats during the early years of his professional career. Big Ramy did not immediately win the Mr. Olympia title. He placed in several strong positions, but faced criticism from judges regarding his conditioning and muscle balance. These setbacks were difficult, but they also helped him understand what improvements were necessary. He worked with trainers to improve muscle symmetry. Stage conditioning, posing technique, physique competition became an opportunity to learn and grow, building momentum toward victory despite facing strong rivals and criticism. Big Ramy remained determined to become the best bodybuilder in the world. His dedication to training, strict diet plans, and constant improvement gradually brought him closer to his goal. Over time, he gained respect from fans and competitors alike. His incredible size combined with improved conditioning eventually made him one of the most dangerous competitors in professional bodybuilding. The stage was set for the moment that would define his career. Gym motivation is the driving force that pushes people to start exercising, maintain a workout routine, and continue improving their physical fitness over time. For many individuals, beginning a fitness journey is easy. The real challenge lies in staying motivated consistently. Many people start going to the gym with enthusiasm and excitement. They imagine becoming stronger, healthier, and more confident. However, after a few weeks, motivation often decreases. Busy schedules, fatigue, slow progress, and lack of visible results can make people lose interest. Understanding how motivation works and how to develop discipline is essential for long-term fitness success. Gym motivation is not simply about feeling inspired. It involves building habits, developing mental strength, and learning how to push through challenges. Why gym motivation is important. Motivation plays a crucial role in maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Regular exercise offers many benefits, including improved physical health, increased strength and endurance, better mental health, reduced stress, improved sleep quality, higher energy levels, increased confidence and self-esteem. Despite these benefits, many people struggle to maintain regular exercise habits. This is because motivation is often temporary. People may feel motivated at the beginning of a new fitness journey, but motivation can fade when workouts become difficult. To stay consistent, individuals must develop a deeper understanding of motivation and discipline. Types of motivation. There are two main types of motivation that influence gym behavior: intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation comes from internal satisfaction. People exercise because they enjoy the activity or appreciate the benefits it provides. Examples include enjoying the feeling after a workout, loving the process of becoming stronger, finding stress relief through exercise, feeling proud of personal progress. Intrinsic motivation is powerful because it comes from within. Extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation comes from external rewards or pressures. Examples include wanting to lose weight for appearance, preparing for a sports competition, receiving praise from others, wanting to look better in photos. While extrinsic motivation can help people start exercising, it may not always be enough to maintain long-term consistency. The most successful fitness journeys combine both types of motivation. Common challenges that reduce motivation. You mentioned the challenges that reduce motivation can help people overcome them. Lack of time. One of the most common reasons people stop exercising is a busy schedule. Work responsibilities, family commitments, and social obligations can make it difficult to find time for workouts. However, effective time management can help maintain a consistent routine. Even short workouts can be beneficial. Slow progress. Fitness progress takes time. Many people expect quick results, but building muscle, losing weight, and improving endurance often require months of consistent effort. When results appear slowly, motivation can decrease. Setting realistic expectations helps prevent frustration. Physical discomfort. Exercise often involves physical discomfort, especially for beginners. Muscle soreness, fatigue, and intense workouts can make training feel difficult. However, these challenges are part of the growth process. Over time, the body adapts and becomes stronger. Lack of clear goals. Without clear goals, workouts can feel pointless. People who go to the gym without a plan may lose motivation because they do not see a clear direction. Setting specific goals helps create purpose and structure. Setting clear fitness goals. Goal setting is one of the most effective ways to maintain gym motivation. Goals provide direction and help measure progress. Examples of fitness goals include losing a specific amount of weight, increasing strength in certain exercises, improving endurance, or running distance, gaining muscle mass, improving overall health. And fitness goals should be specific, realistic and measurable. For example, instead of saying, "I want to get stronger," a better goal would be, "I want to increase my bench press by 20 pounds within 3 months." Clear goals make progress easier to track. Creating a consistent routine. Consistency is more important than intensity. Many people believe that extreme workouts are necessary for success. However, regular, moderate exercise often produces better long-term results. Developing a workout routine helps create consistency. A typical routine might include strength training 3 to 4 times per week, cardio workouts 2 to 3 times per week. Rest and recovery day. Scheduling workouts in advance increases the likelihood of completing them. The role of discipline. A motivation may start a fitness journey, but discipline keeps it going. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when motivation is low. For example, waking up early to exercise, completing a workout after a long workday, following a nutrition plan, consistently avoiding unhealthy habits. Discipline builds habits, and habits make exercise easier over time. Building mental strength. Physical training also develops mental strength. Every challenging workout presents an opportunity to strengthen the mind. When exercises become difficult, individuals can choose either to quit or to continue. Choosing to continue builds resilience. Mental toughness is one of the most valuable benefits of regular exercise. The importance of patience. Effortless success requires patience. Many people compare themselves to others and become discouraged when progress seems slow. However, everyone's body responds differently to training. Consistency over time produces results. Small improvements accumulate into significant changes. Motivation. Through progress tracking, progress can help maintain motivation. Progress may include increased strength, improved endurance, better physical appearance, increased energy levels, improved mood. Keeping a workout journal or using fitness apps can help track achievements. Seeing progress reinforces motivation and encourages continued effort. Building a positive gym environment. The environment in which people train can influence motivation. A supportive gym environment can make workouts more enjoyable. This environment may include friendly gym members, supportive trainers or coaches, workout partners, encouraging music and atmosphere. Positive surroundings make exercise feel less like a chore and more like an enjoyable activity. Conclusion. Gym motivation is not something that appears automatically every day. It must be developed through goal setting, discipline, consistency, and mental strength. People who succeed in fitness understand that motivation alone is not enough. They build habits that allow them to continue training even when motivation fades. Exercise is not only about improving physical appearance, it also strengthens the mind, improves mental health, and builds confidence. By developing strong motivation and discipline, anyone can achieve their fitness goals and maintain a healthy lifestyle.